Good morning, beautiful people. So, this is a follow on from last week's video, which is about how to change your emotional frequency. How many of you practiced this exercise that I gave you to do? Are you in control of your emotions? Welcome back. I'm Sarita and I help you heal your past, retrain your brain so you can become version 2.0 and manifest a better tomorrow. Now, I've been on both sides of the journey. I've lived lifelong with low self esteem, negativity, feeling trapped in my life. And at one point, I was at my all time low. I've also unknowingly used my thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and actions to manifest a thriving multi six figure business in less than 2 years. But then self sabotage pulled me back. Through this journey, I've learned to rebuild myself and my world from the inside out through holistic healing, self love, alignment, cognitive, mind training using NLP, and I'm sharing my learnings with you because I've been on this journey through the highs, through the lows, and now I'm moving back up again, but in a more controlled, healed way that will be permanent and more sustainable. So, my mission is to reach 1 million people and help them heal their past, awaken themselves today, and live a better tomorrow. Because if you can work on yourself, your life too can totally change. So, if you're new here, click to subscribe so you get notified when I post more videos like this one. And don't forget to like this video too, because it helps me to keep motivated and bring you more content like this. So please stay with me until the end because I'm breaking this video down into 3 sections to make it really easy for you. And these are emotions and what they are, become aware of your emotions and take responsibility, and how to generate new positive emotions. So let's dive in. What are emotions? Let's begin with the Hawkins chart of emotions, which shows negative and dense emotions of guilt, shame, grief, fear, jealousy, anger, and so on. And then we move into the higher frequency, more positive emotions of peace, love, joy, enlightenment. But how are these important in law of attraction? So, in the law of attraction, the rule is that like attracts like. So, if we're feeling negative emotions, then we're going to attract negative situations. And if we feel positive emotions, then we attract positive situations and positive things. And this can happen in all areas of our life, our health, our relationships, our money, and our career. So we need to understand this first. So let's talk about how to take control of your emotions. Now, a lot of the time, what happens is that when we start to feel negative, we end up in a spiral of negative thoughts, and this becomes a pattern of behavior. Now, we need to decide that we no longer want to experience negative emotions. Those emotions of fear, anger, frustration, guilt, shame, jealousy. You need to get rid of these patterns of behavior. So, how do we do this? Now, I'm going to share an NLP technique called pattern interruption. And you can do this too. It's really easy. The more you do it, the more you break the pattern and the more it can go away. So, how can you use pattern interrupt? Well, let's start by saying you've got into this negative emotion. He said that my work was rubbish. How dare he? I put so much time and effort. Next time I'm not doing it. I wasn't even training to do the task. I wasn't shown what to do, and then I get told it's all wrong. Can you see how this negative spiral is going? So sometimes we see ourselves in these negative cycles, and it's really easy to break this. Now I want you to try this. Go and you correct that. You heard that correctly. Go. The idea is to jolt the brain out of this pattern. So I know sometimes you are sitting in an open place where other people are also there. And in that case, you may find it embarrassing to do something like this. But in that case, you can do something like clicking your fingers loudly or saying cancel, cancel, and you can switch to thinking positive and change that pattern with those interruption methods as well. When you interrupt with this sudden action, it acts like a mental reset button and you break the cycle of negative thoughts. So when you do this again and again, you train your brain to interrupt and reframe negative patterns more automatically, and you break the cycle of negativity. So, how to generate new positive emotions? Now, you've probably all heard that the body has four chemicals called these happy hormones, and they are dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. And like I said, these are what we call the happy hormones. Now, gives dopamine gives us motivation to keep going, gives determination to accomplish goals. Oxytocin is the feel good factor, feeling of trust, and it motivates you to build relationships, and it's known as the cuddle hormone. Now, serotonin helps you feel important and loved. And then you've got endorphins. This helps to reduce anxiety and depression. So we need all four every day of our lives to stay positive. Now, let me tell you what we do. We look for these doses externally. So outside of us to make us happy, like watching Netflix, scrolling on social media, alcohol and drugs, music, comedy shows, concerts, things like that. These are things that are happening externally. But what we need to do is we need to learn to create our own dose. And I'm going to give you 5 easy steps to do this. So first things first, smile. It doesn't matter how small or big it is, this really helps. And if you laugh, like that's even more amazing. Like try and laugh and then see how you feel. It just gives you that sense of positivity because this increases all 4 happy hormones. So you really get the full dose easily and quickly. And this is a really good pattern interrupt method. And then let's move on to 2. So if you stand up and you stand in this power pose, so you can't see me here, but if you put your hands on your hips, this makes you feel really expansive and it opens up this chest area and increases the dopamine. So if you do this exercise, stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your hips or stretch them above your head in a victory pose. And then keep your chest open and take deep, slow breaths. And when you hold this pose for like 2 to 3 minutes, you can trick your brain into feeling more confident and more positive. And it's a simple yet so effective dose booster. And then let's move on to number 3. Clench your fist and just say, yes, with enthusiasm. It works wonders. And you can do this in an instant. Try this exercise now with me. Stand up, take a deep breath, and say, yes, out loud with enthusiasm. Pump your fist or stretch your arms upwards like you're celebrating. Repeat it 3 to 5 times and let me know in the comments. How do you feel? And then 4th, and I love doing this one during meditations and just sitting there, just hug yourself. It's a big dose booster. Do this with me wherever you are right now. Wrap your arms around yourself, cross them over your chest, squeeze gently, and take deep, slow breaths. And while hugging yourself, say something kind to yourself like, you're amazing. I love you. You are doing great. Now, notice how you feel when you do this. Do you feel less stressed? Are you feeling that little bit of self-love for yourself? This is just a reminder that you love yourself and don't look for others to love you. You don't look for that external validation. And then the last one that I'm going to give you is practicing gratitude. And you can do this in various ways. So normally, what I do is I write 5 things that I'm grateful at the end of each day. So I have a journal next to my bedside, and I literally just write 5 things that were good during the day when I reflect back on the day. And it makes me happy. It makes me smile, which brings me to the point that when you smile, you increase your dose. So it's really, really important. Now, when you increase your dose levels daily, you are increasing your frequency, and then you're vibrating at a higher frequency. And then guess what? You attract better situations, better people, and a better life. So let's repeat and write to retrain the brain. More dose, more life. Comment this below because you know repetition is the key to retraining your brain. So more dose, more life. So let's recap what you need to practice for the following week, because you want to increase your dose levels yourself and not wait for others, not wait for that external validation. So smile, power pose for 2 minutes, pump your fist and say yes, hug yourself and say thank you. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and support this channel. Comment below, let me know where you've tuned in from, and remember to hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content on personal growth, spirituality, law of attraction, healing in your life. And if you think it will benefit someone, share it with them so that they can become aware of themselves. Thank you, beautiful people. And until next time, much love and namaste.